What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the fragrances I will be wearing, or not saying I will be wearing, I would wear if I had to fight a gorilla. So this is based off of the 100 men versus one gorilla question that's going pretty viral. And let me tell you something. If it was 100 regular men against a gorilla, no chance. But if it was 100 versions of me against a gorilla, I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? I'm kidding. It's probably going to be an easier day for the gorilla if it was 100 versions of me. But I was looking more into the 100 men versus one gorilla thing, and it would be the equivalent of one man versus 110-year-olds. So looking at it from the gorilla's perspective, I think I also would have a chance. I think I could absolutely take on 110-year-olds. So I don't know if 100 men do have the capabilities for one gorilla. But like I said, if it's 100 versions of me, especially with these fragrances, it's over for the gorilla. Not really. I'll probably, after I see the first version of me get ripped in half, I'm going to the back. But one of the cockier versions is probably, try to take the gorilla on, and just not going to work out. And the cocky version of me that would probably be wearing, that would probably take on the gorilla head first, and it would probably have the most, so the version of me with the most amount of chest hair and probably a full-grown beard, maybe going bald just because of how much testosterone is in the body, it would probably be wearing Drakkar Noir, not gonna lie to you. So that version, he's gonna be smelling like Drakkar Noir. He's just gonna go straight up to the gorilla. It's probably gonna be like a version that I haven't seen myself before. Drakkar Noir is a fragrance I've never worn, but I feel like this is the perfect battle fragrance for a very cocky version of myself. If I'm gonna fight a gorilla, I'm wearing about 10 sprays, and I'm gonna go whoop that gorilla's ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go ahead and take that gorilla by the nuts, and I'm gonna drag him around, and I'm gonna whoop his ass. And that's one thing I'm gonna do, because Stone Cold said so. No, I'm kidding. That was probably the worst Stone Cold impression that's ever happened in YouTube or just in person at all. So then, if it was the version of me, maybe about 2 years ago, a fragrance that I really love, found a clone of, and I'm probably gonna choke this gorilla out without having to touch the gorilla. I'm wearing a full bottle of Ombre Nomad. I'm gonna spray the bottle until there's no juice. I'm spending all $400 or $400 of this fragrance. I'm just gonna keep on spraying it until the bottle's empty. And guess what? I'm choking myself out, and I'm choking the gorilla out, and we're both choking each other out. The gorilla's not gonna go anywhere. The gorilla's probably gonna run from me, but guess what? This is gonna be about 200 feet of scent trail. So no matter where I go, the gorilla's gonna smell me. And let me tell you something, that gorilla is going down. So the scent by itself is gonna take the gorilla down. Gorilla's not gonna be ready for oud, but it's in the best way possible. Some people say it's gonna be smelling more like a burnt tire, but that's not what I think it is. So this is Ombre Nomad by Louis Vuitton. It's probably the version of me 2 years ago that would wear this if you had to go fight a gorilla. And I think just a one-on-one with 100 sprays of this might beat a gorilla. Honestly, well, it's not considered any weapons, but if you could just throw this at the gorilla, because the 2 years ago, I had the Ombre by Maison Alhambra cologne in my back pocket. I just pull it out real quick and throw it. It's not that I had a weapon ready. It just is that I love this fragrance so much, and I was wearing it in the heat. And guess what? When I'm fighting this gorilla, it's gonna be in the summer. So it's gonna be heat, humid. I'm wearing this all the sprays, and it's over for the gorilla. I'm not even gonna have to touch the gorilla. So gorilla probably gonna go take a nap for a bit after smelling so much of this, and I'll take the gorilla out from there. One-on-one. Don't even need 100 versions of them. All 99 versions of Colognes can stay in the back, but the one version with the full bottle sprayed on is taking that gorilla one-on-one. Easy. Then the version that would probably go hand in hand with this version of Ombre Nomad, this is going to be the best dynamic duo. It's going to be Sauvage Elixir. He's going to be wearing Sauvage Elixir. So this is the guy that, he might have a leather jacket on to fight this gorilla. Not gonna lie to you, this guy's wearing a leather jacket on. Keep in mind, he's still wearing the entire bottle on, because guess what? This guy's gonna go down quick. He's got his shades on, most likely aviators, not gonna lie to you. aviators, leather jacket. Gonna go fight this gorilla. Full bottle of this. This is a 50 ml, or I think it's a 50 ml. And it's gonna be another suffocating version of the gorilla. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you're gonna wear this fragrance, or if this version of Colognes is gonna wear this fragrance to fight this gorilla, the gorilla is gonna smell you from about at least a football field away. So before you even get into the arena to fight this gorilla, because in my mind, I'm gonna fight this gorilla in the one stadium, the one what's it called? The Roman Colosseum. The Colosseum. That's where we're gonna fight this gorilla. And this version of me is gonna be wearing a leather jacket, some, I guess skinny jeans. I guess skinny jeans. I don't own a pair of skinny jeans, but I don't judge anybody that wears skinny jeans. I used to wear skinny jeans, but I don't wear skinny jeans anymore. But it's gonna be wearing a black leather jacket, skinny jeans, probably some boots, some black boots, black outfit. You know, and we're gonna go fight this gorilla. We're gonna look good while we fight this gorilla, and we're gonna choke this gorilla out with only, you know what? Not even a whole bottle of this. 10 sprays of it. 10 sprays of it. It's over for the gorilla. That's it. It's gonna be the same effect as Ombre Nomad guy. Those two walk together. It's over the gorilla. That's one thing. So keep in mind, there's already two versions. First version, actually, with the Jacquard Noir, that guy's going out. Not gonna lie to you. His ego, bald-headed, receding hairline. Definitely not receding at all, by the way. He's going out. This guy's gonna be like the version that's like maybe a 45-year-old version that said, these kids ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna take care of this, and he's gonna get ripped in half. But these two versions that are gonna wear these two fragrances, they're gonna take out the gorilla without having to touch the gorilla. Yeah, that is what it is. And then what we're gonna do is there's gonna be a version that's gonna be in the Colosseum, but he's gonna be wearing a Viking outfit. He's coming in again, full beard, probably gonna do the Viking braid, right? With the beard, with the braid going down the middle. This is gonna be the Viking version of Colognes, and it's gonna be Great Viking. He's showing up in his battleship, right? He's rowing in, sailboat, just how it shows on here. And this version might have a sword on him. Might have a little shield and a sword. We're going, right? So even though this is probably the dumbest video I've made, this is how the version of Colognes is coming up. So basically, he's coming in without a shirt on, and people are gonna probably be like, "Hey, put your shirt back on," because no one needs to see all that, right? If you see me with a shirt off, might as well just look away. It's gonna be pretty bad. The gorilla might look away just because if you're seeing me with a shirt off, you know, just look at me with the shirt on. All right, I'll keep the shirt on. So this version, obviously, probably blonde, looks like a Viking. It is a Viking version of me, and he's gonna smell so good. I'm telling you, he's gonna smell so good. That gorilla's going down anyways. So yeah, that's probably gonna be the most vicious attack to the gorilla. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Might have to RKO the gorilla. This version might RKO the gorilla, or it might do the John Cena thing. I don't even know what John Cena's thing is, but the one that you put him over the shoulders, drop him over the top. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what this version of Cologne's gonna do with the Viking cologne on, or Viking fragrance on, because Viking cologne. If it was Viking cologne version of this, the guy don't stand a chance against the gorilla. That guy steps in the arena, the gorilla's gonna whoop his ass. But the Viking version of it, it's over the gorilla. Might even hit him with the 5-knuckle shuffle, if you know what I'm saying. RKO, maybe a stunner. If you stun a gorilla, if you stun the gorilla, hit him with a stone cold stunner, you're wearing this fragrance. It is what it is. And then lastly, the last version of this version of Colognes has back hair. Back hair that connects, so it's back hair that connects the full way up. So like the way that this is gonna happen is like the ponytail is gonna go down and it's gonna braid up with the back hair. That's gonna go all the way down, right? So this version of Colognes, he's just like, it's gonna be another heavy sprayer, not gonna lie to you. And for every spray, it's just another inch of hair that's gonna keep on growing. So you best believe it's going for a full bottle. Jubilation 25. So not only that, it's gonna go ahead, go down the back, tie the ponytail, and it's gonna come up through the front and tie down there too, right? So it's gonna be so much hair. So much testosterone that's going to go through this one. Now this version of Cologne's going to get cocky. He's going to think he's that guy. Going to rush at the gorilla. Going to get backhanded by the gorilla. Got sent flying. That's what's going to happen to this version. Just because all that hair, all that testosterone that's going to happen. It's pretty much like the closest version of a werewolf that you get from a person, with how much hair is going to be on my body, especially wearing this fragrance. It oozes testosterone, but not as much testosterone as the Drakkar Noir, obviously, but so much testosterone in this fragrance with a little bit of baby powder that the baby powder part is going to be the part that gets your ass whooped. Now, does he stand a chance? Not at all. So this is probably going to be the first version. This, not the first version. This is probably going to be the first person to run against the gorilla. He's probably going to be running side by side with this version. So the version of Colognes that's running towards the gorilla definitely has Drakkar Noir. This guy's right behind him. He's not as fast as this guy. He's not as cocky as this guy, but he still thinks he could take on the gorilla. And once this guy gets ripped apart, this guy's going right after. It is what it is. One hand with the gorilla, the other hand with the gorilla. So, yeah. But like I said earlier, I did look a little bit into it. By looking a little bit into it, that means I put it in ChatGPT. I just need to know the ratio. So basically, if 100 men versus a gorilla is the same as 1 man versus 100 10-year-olds, I think I'm whooping. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'm whooping 10-year-olds. Think about the amount of power that you have to take to whoop a 10-year-old. I can only imagine it's not that much, unless it's like, a lot like 10 overweight 10-year-olds. Then, as long as you can outrun them a little bit, and then start taking them, give a little few swings, then you have a pretty good spot, right? But if you're not in shape yourself, those 10-year-olds might take you. So gorillas are pretty much all in shape. But are we talking about a gorilla that's out in the wild and it's like a Planet of the Apes gorilla that's like, intelligent, prime, top tier kind of gorilla? Or are we talking about gorilla that came from the Bronx Zoo, might have gotten a dart of something, maybe not in its peak, maybe an older gorilla that's been in the cage for a while. Give me 50 of me versus the zoo gorilla. I think I could take him. But if it's like Planet of the Apes kind of gorilla, I don't think 100 of me could take him. But 100 versions of Hombre Nomad, we're taking the gorilla. We could take 2 gorillas. You know what? Do it an even 100, and I'm whooping that gorilla. I'm whooping all of them gorillas with the Hombre Nomad. You know what? 100 gorillas versus me with a whole bottle of Hombre Nomad on. It's over for the gorillas. It is what it is. But this is probably the dumbest video I've made. I didn't plan it. I just kind of thought about it. And I'm like, hey, I kind of want to talk about the 100 gorillas, or 100 people versus 100 men versus 100 or versus one gorilla. And how can I talk about it in a fragrance way? And I think these are the 5 fragrances, at least. Yeah, these are definitely the 5 fragrances I would wear. The best one, I think the version with the version that could beat the gorilla is definitely the Hombre Nomad version with the whole bottle sprayed on. He might not even make it to the gorilla. He might pass before the gorilla even gets to him, just because you're not going to be able to breathe. Maybe the Viking version of the winner would be the one that's wearing the Viking version. He's probably the last guy standing after he takes down that gorilla. Not gonna lie to you, a little bit of Viking, a little bit of testosterone, and he's gonna smell great while doing it. But that is all I have for you guys. The gorilla will probably be wearing something like Cloud by Ariana Grande. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Please leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what fragrance you would wear if you had to fight the gorilla. If you're on my team, what are you wearing, right? we're both fighting alongside, what are you wearing? What's the scent of the day? I think I would have to go with the Viking. I think I had to go out smelling amazing. I was gonna say Aventus, but no. I think I have to go out smelling like Great Viking. That's what I would have to go with. So drop your scent of the day when you have to fight the gorilla. What would you choose? Mine's Viking. Yeah. I'm sorry that if you made it to the end of this video, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm sorry.